Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. And welcome today. And I humbly appreciate each and every one of you joining us today, October the 3rd, 2023, and it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And with that being said, we're here and we're ready to go. So, sorry about the mess up and the hiccup in the front end of the house. Joe's using a different system than what I was used to. I'm used to him dropping the arm and telling me when to go. So that's on me. I wasn't paying attention. So today we're doing things just a little bit different. Do what? I can't see anything, babe. I have nothing. I have no screen. Okay, right now I'm supposed to just talk while he's getting me set up over here. It's okay. Give us just a second. Tech issue on my side of the house, and he's getting it straightened out right now. So now I can see what I'm doing. The mister did it. My fault. He did things a little different, and it threw me for a loop. Can I have the screen, Joe? Because right now all I have is one little tiny one. Hold on just a second. Okay, now you can see his hand, and he's telling me where to look. So, hiccups on Tuesday. Okay, so I'm going to slip into the chat and welcome everyone. And thanks for taking your time today to hop in with us for a little bit. Donnell, hello. Donnell Stitchery is in the house. Good morning. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Hope everyone is having a so happy day. Absolutely. Brenda Foley's in the house. Thank you for your love and support, Miss Brenda. I love my iron. I love everything about you. You're an amazing lady, and I humbly appreciate you. Brenda, good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Papoose in the house. Hello, Donna and Joe and everyone. Louise Cloak is in the house. Thank you, sweetheart, for your support as well. Delia's welcoming everyone. Delia and Janine are in the house as my moderators today, and please show them some love. We couldn't do what we do on the front end without their help on the back end. Let me see. Joe, the tech man, Delia. Donnell's telling everybody hello as well. Let me skim the chat. Susie Gabbard's in the house. She must be taking a break from school. So don't let me detain you, sweetheart. But thank you for hopping in today. She is also one of our moderators. We see you, Louise. I'm telling you, I was all jacked up on my side. I'm used to my routine. And he threw a wrench into me. Hi, Donna, Joe, and everyone's Andra. Let me see. Rocking that hat in that pink. Absolutely. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You're going to see me in pink all the time. The quilt on the right was made by Tiffany. Donna and Joe bought it from her. Absolutely. That, quilt was made by Tiffany Goth over Tiffany Sewing and Quilting. And the label reads the pineapple quilt, pieced and quilted by Tiffany Goth, quilt design of 2022. Last year, she was doing a large unload, and we were lucky enough to score that quilt for breast cancer awareness. So I'm showcasing her this year. I love her work, and it was time to put Tiffany out there and show her off a little bit. Annette Johnson, good day, Donna. Let me see. The Debt-Free Quilter. Hey, girl. Welcome. Letitia. Hello, everyone. Hello, Beverly Atkins. Hello, Donna, Joe, and everyone in the chat. Zondra's talking down. Let me guess who Nancy's in the house. I'm just trying to skim if I missed someone. I'm sure one of my mods has caught you. Beverly Atkins is in the house. Letitia. Guess who Nancy? Pat Boo. Julie Quilts. There. Missing all my quilty friends. Been busy with adulting. I called you yesterday, and the three of us was on a call with you, and we got sent to voicemail. We love you, Miss Julie, and we miss you tremendously. So maybe after the live, if you're free this evening, hop on with us and let us see that smiling face. We do miss you, girl. Let me see. Daryl, hi, Teresa and everyone. I'm not seeing Teresa Louise in the chat. Let me see. If one of my mods sees Teresa Louise, let me know. I'm not seeing her. For those of you that were not available yesterday evening for our live, Teresa Louise's brother took very ill and was taken back to the hospital, and they were taking him into emergency surgery last night. I've sent her a message this morning and still have not heard any update. Any updates will probably be coming from her, but shoot her some love over on her channel. The best thing you can do for her right now is go watch a few of her videos, show her some love, leave some comments, let her know you're thinking about her, praying about her. She's going through an awful lot between Brandon having a really hard summer, now her brother very, very ill. She's got the weight of the world on her. And Buttercup. Julie, Buttercup got a new due today. If she comes out, I will show you your daughter. She is very, very mad at her parents right now. She got a new haircut today, and she's all decked out for the Halloween. So she's all the way back there, and I can't get her. Yeah, let me see if I can entice her. Sending tons of love hugs. Hold on. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come to mama. You can nap in a minute. Let everybody see the baby. Your other mother's in the house. There you go. Tell Miss Julie, say, Mama, you've been missing. Tell her all about yourself. She got her little due for Halloween, and she's all Halloween-y. So, there is little Miss Buttercup. Everybody always asks about her, or Miss Molly, or King Titan. There you go, baby. Go back night-nights. My roll card, she has decided was hers, and she's made a bed out of them. So I made her a little air bed under there. Praying for her and her family, sending tons of love and prayers. She really, really needs them. She's a sweetheart to all of us, so keep her in your prayers. Oh my, wait a minute. Hi, Donna. Oh my, yes, prayers for Teresa and her brother and Brandon. Absolutely. Until you're walking that road of illness in your family, you don't know what they're going through. So the main thing right now is pray, pray, pray for her. How cute she is. Absolutely. Miss Buttercup, she thinks she rules the house, but the other two, they're 17. They set her in her place. She is beautiful. She is all yours. All yours. We don't mind raising your kid over here. Brenda, she is so cute, Donna. She is up to 4.7 pounds now, so she's growing. 2 years old, so I'm sure she's about as big as she's going to get. First time on Tuesday Lives. Such cute. Daryl, thank you. Thank you. So as you all know, last night was kind of like a sit and chat, and it's going to be that today. So stay if you would like. I would love it. We do have our membership program. For anybody that doesn't know, feel free to go to the homepage, click the join button, watch the 30-second, 40-second video, and it'll give you all of the information. My moderators are in the house today. They'll be working the chat while I'm doing what I do. I gab a lot. I talked about the Leo Ransom class that we did on Sunday, and it was amazing. This is my Jesus collage quilt, and it still needs a little bit more work, and then I'll be able to show you once it comes all the way around. Ooh, excuse me. But it's going to be really, really cute. And it just, right now, it's good because I've got the blue background and it looks like he's looking up at the sky. But there's a few more things I'd like to tweak on it. And then I'll classify that one off of my bucket list, probably by the time he does his next class. If anybody is interested in collage quilting, November the 19th, he is going to be doing another one. We'll host him over here on our channel. So if you're interested in that class, it's $60 for 3 hours of intense instruction, and you won't walk away disappointed by any means. Shoot us an email at donna@handmadebying.com and let us know. In the subject line, put Leo, and I'm going to compose the list and piggyback all of those emails to him. He'll run everything from his side of the house as far as payment and emailing you all of the things that you would need. It's just a blast, and I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Today, I'm still working on I call it my Fallon explosion. And it's going to take me a few segments of just doing all of the behind the scenes prep work. Last week I pulled my scraps. She sent me these amazing little square up rulers, and it's the trio set of True Lock. If you haven't seen those before, go over to her channel and check those out. I'm telling you, at first I was like, I can do good square ups with my other rulers. Well, I'm telling you what, these so far have been love them. So the scrap explosion is kind of like something I like to do at the end of the year. Fallon last year did a scrap quilt. This year she's done a scrap quilt. I've had the opportunity to do both. This year it's a lot more intense. Last year it was take a 6-inch block, snowball the corners, join everything together with a 9 patch. This year she's up to ante, and I'm telling you right now it's going to be fun. So if you've never done let's clean the scrap bin challenge, kind of do that, because I'm telling you, this scrap explosion by Fallon is off the hook. I used up one whole bin of fabric, and I'm still working it. I've got all of my big bits cut out. I've got my 3.5s, my 3-inch, 5.5, and 5-inch squares cut and stacked up over here as she instructed us to do. I did all of my hourglass blocks yesterday, and I love doing an hourglass. And she made it so simple with her True Lock rulers to just sit and chat with you all last night and get them all squared up. So 72 of them got squared up last night, so they're done and set aside. So they'll be ready to go when we are on the project. Friday night, she'll be coming over with me, and we're going to have a scrap explosion celebration over here. Don't know how much we will get done, but I can tell you right now, it's going to be fun. And my goal is, if I have all of the grunt work per se done, she'll be able to walk me through how to lay out one of the blocks, and I can work on it behind the scenes and get more blocks filled up. How many bins of scraps do you have? I mailed one bin to Heather. I did one bin here, and I have a full bin of scrap fabric. Some of it's literally fat quarters I had bought over the years, last couple years, for my grandkids to make little projects for them that I know I'll not use. So I'm either going to off-sell those. If anybody's interested in children's fabric, I have a full bin of it. I'll give you a good deal on it. You pay the postage and the whole bin's yours. I'd just rather bless someone else with that than sit on it, because I know it's fabric I will not use. My grandkids have grown up over the last couple years, and it's not their taste anymore. So versus letting it sit, I will be getting rid of that. Katie the Greenland Quilter's in the house. Hello, Katie. So Terry, good morning all. Good idea. Bust those scraps. Absolutely. Generally, when I'm finished a project, unless I'm in a hurry, what I do is go ahead and break them down. If it's enough to do a 10-inch square, I will. If it's a 5-inch, I'll do that, and so on and so forth. Then I put them in their bins up on top of my bookshelves. And then when I need something, I can just pull it really quick versus throwing them in the bin. But as we all do, we get lazy. We put them in their bins or in their place, and that's where they sit. And I call it the bin of death until something happens, and we either just give them to somebody else, bless somebody else, or we take the bullet and do a craft with it. I love when Fallon does these scrap busters. We're coming up to the end of the year, so this was the perfect time for me to go ahead and just knock it out. Annette Johnson, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Let me see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Dead Free Quitter, yep. I just had to go and open my big mouth. Yes, you did. Heather the other night was talking about, I found a full bin of 1-inch, 1.5-inch that I had cut down. I've made a lot of HSTs out of them. A couple of them were hourglass down into the 1-inch. Just little challenges for yourself, and then you set them aside. My goal was to do a Jacob's ladder with it. Becca had off sent me some. I added to it, and now we're blessing Heather. So I also added quite an array of scraps that was left over from this. So it's headed out to Texas, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do with it. It's going to be amazing. Becca had sent me these cool little tubs, and it had these wee little itty bitty pieces in it. So I just kept, as I'd make an HST, Enders Leaders, I would square them down, throw them in, square them down, throw them in. So she's got enough when she opens this box and dumps it out, it's going to look like confetti of little baby pieces. But she'll be able to do it. I have no doubt in my mind. So let me see who is here. So Terry is telling everyone hello. So Becca's in the house. Love your nails. Thank you. Thinking Pink. Breast cancer awareness, everybody knows, is near and dear to my heart. And I'll always tell you the entire month you'll get tired of it being beat into you. Go get the girls checked. I did a little short this morning of like 15 seconds. Get them checked, get them checked, get them checked. You know what I'm saying? I did it last year every day. We did story time is what we dubbed it, to where I read into dialogue little stories of survivors or people who lost their moms, brothers, sisters. One loss is too much. And in the world we live in today, there's such an opportunity to go ahead and seriously you don't have to feel something to get checked. Just set it up. And I'm telling you, back in 2006, this girl was full of lumps, full of bumps. And I had to have a bilateral mastectomy with reconstruction surgery that went south, numerous surgeries, time spent in a hospital, not sure I would make it. The medicine they told Joe was either going to cure me or kill me. And I got very, 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 very sick for several weeks. When I started to show signs of improvement and started getting a little bit salty with him, he knew I was coming back out of it. But for a while, even the whites of my eyes was just blood red. The medicine that they had to treat me with for the staph infection I got when they did my surgery, it just about killed me. So then in 2011, thyroid cancer. So it rears its ugly head. The best thing, early prevention. I have a strong family history of breast cancer. My sister, myself, all of my mom's sisters and one brother. So trust me, guys can get it too. It's in our genetics on my side of the family. I pray that you all, for the month of October, get the girls checked. There's no other way of putting it. One loss is too much. So that's the end of the preaching on that. I make those orphan blocks, so when I get my kids, I only have to deal with the blocks. Absolutely. Becca is telling Katie hello. Oh yeah, I forgot. Those went to you. Absolutely. And now I have the bends, but I've shipped little itty bitties that you made, that I've made, and now we're challenging Heather to make something with them. She's going to be doing her comeback. I believe she told me earlier that her video will release this week. I want to say she told me tomorrow, but don't quote me on that. I believe with all of my being, it's tomorrow though. So check out the Debt Free Quilter. Check her video out. Let's give her a warm welcome back when she comes back. Let's fill that house. Let's subscribe to her. Show her that she has been missed. She took time off to bake a baby. And Oliver is so stinking cute. I'm telling you, he's just adorable. It will be a project over time. Absolutely. There's no way this girl, the amount that I'm sending her, and then Jersey Girl is sending her a box. So I don't know what she's going to come up with, but it's going to be amazing. And it's just something that she can do in her spare time, like a mom of 4 and a newborn baby recovering from a hernia operation. She can do it. I have faith in her. Let me see. Brenda Kavanaugh, my mom's lymphoma cancer was found during a mammogram. It gave us another 10 years together. Absolutely. Early detection is the key. But breast cancer is not like it was back in the 60s, 50s. It's not a death sentence anymore. Will it rear its ugly head from time to time? 90%, yeah. You know, it's going to come back, or you can beat the odds for a long time and never come back. But don't play with your life. If you've got a husband, you got kids, you got a mom, you got a sister, you've got children, fight to live, fight to survive. See that? I am glad you got that one. Absolutely. So, got to get off my soapbox. Joe's going, calm down, calm down. He's going, shaking his head over here. So let me wet my whistle and we're going to get working on this scrap pile. You never really want to get behind the teacher. So today I've made 108. I took 108 3-inch squares and I'm squaring them down into half square triangles. And I'm telling you what, this went really fast. I didn't do anything but put my 2 piles together this morning, zippy up, zippy down, and pressed them. And right before the live, I finished my last 2 or 3. Now, while I'm sitting and chatting with you all, I'm just going to square up as many as I can. Will I get through 108 by the end of this live? Absolutely not, but I'll work on them throughout this evening, just so that I can get this one off of my list and we can move on to the larger HSTs that she wants us to do. So I turn my mouse off now and get it out of the way so it'll quit rocking and Joe will calm down over there. But look at all of these. Is this not a stack? I'm telling you. I love the clapper on top of them as you're doing them. The steam and the heat, they really are flat as can be. Acorn pin all the way, and it even helps. And this is my handy dandy little stack. So let me see. Where are we? So Be It Quilts. Fallon is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Working on our project again. I was just telling everybody about your last year's scrap buster, and I did it and loved it. And now I'm working on this one. You're going to be done before I get on with you Friday. No. My goal is to at least I got the HSTs done last night. No, I'm lying. The hourglasses were last night's. I've got all of this goodness done, and I put them in little stacks of 10. So I have them all sitting really, really pretty. So as you instruct me, when we come together on Friday, I know I won't have an opportunity between now and then to get the large HSTs done. But if I can get the little ones done, you can show me, and then we can do, like, I think it was a 4-patch and get that build out on Friday night. Pending how many of these puppies I can get done and ready. If not, I may even just do enough to do a couple blocks, so we'll be able to do a full block layout and show everybody all of the goodness. I'm really excited. For those that don't know, Fallon and her husband developed these true lock. I'm telling you what, at first when I saw them, I was like, you don't need them. Use a regular ruler, throw down your cutting mat, use your ruler and cut from the side. You got this. You don't need this. She sent them to me, and I'm telling you what, they've been a total game changer. I tested them, and I dearly love these. I will not turn back from these. They protect your fingers. They give you the little grips. So far, they've got them in a 4.5, 3.5, and 2.5. They also sell, and I'm waiting to get with her, and I'll find out on Friday when they come back in stock. I need a few more clappers. They have the ones that look like an iron, and you can have your business name embossed on it, or you can just leave it plain. The decision will be up to you. They've also got the long blocks that you can lay down and go edge to edge ruler. I really like these. I'm telling you. They've got, I'm trying to get it to where you'll be able to see. You should be able to see. If you weren't here last night, I demonstrated. It's got the cross, the X. That's going to line up on your HSTs as well as your hourglass blocks. If you line the center up, you've got a square block. And you don't have to think. You don't have to look at it and say, oh, is this going to be centered? No, it's going to be right the first cut. So go over and check out Fallon. She can drop her business link. And just give it a try. I'm telling you. So I'm going to show you here on the table. I picked the dark one. Maybe you'll be able to see it. All I'm going to do is lay this in. Doesn't matter if you're going up a little higher or down a little. Just so long as you're on that line, you've got a square block when you're done. I like to use my spinning mat. It just works. So let me slip into the chat. I'm going to get on Friday, but while you work on this, I'm going to surprise you with a different project that I'll be working. Sounds good. Love, love, love. But I'll be asking you, okay, did I see this right? Is this the angle of this block layout? Once I get the first block laid out, Fallon, we're good to go. Fallon looks like it's going to be a squirrel moment. You know, you caught that right away. As soon as she said she's going to be working on another project. Make sure you keep a little bit of pressure here and just slide. As long as you're keeping a little bit of weight on it, it's got the grippers on the bottom and it's not going to slide. You're not going to cut your fingers off because you've got your little topper here. I see I missed a little piece there. So look at how perfect. Every time it's going to come out just fine. They are stylish as rings too, based on how they're showing them. I just love them. I mean, what girl wouldn't like a hunk of dime? Look at that. Let me do it on this hand. That way you'll get the better view. Is that not styling? And if you're really serious about cutting a lot, you can just put your fingers under it and lay it and use your fingers to pick them up. You don't have to use this. Just slide under and lay it. And then slide back under when you spin it. These are a game changer in my sewing room. And I'm glad Fallon sent them along so that I could test them out, because I'm telling you right now, I really like them. I wasn't sure at first, and now I'm glad that I gave them a shot. So when you think you don't need just one more ruler, trust me, they come in quite handy. You do. So let me see. Do we have any new channels in the chat? We always like to give those a shout out as well. My moderators, if they have channels, I do ask that you please go check them out. Together we grow, together we sew, and I've always said that every step of the way since we've started building our channel. Our goal this year, or for our 2-year anniversary, would be to hit 2,000. We're like 1,600 from it. So we got a long way to go and 6 months to get there. So hopefully, if everybody shares our channel, we might make it. And I've got a large giveaway planned if we do. So it's going to be fun. And I think everybody will like it. We'll call it a good birthday bash. So ask me anything. Joe's in the room. You can ask him anything. Now that's some big bling bling. I love it. Do what, babe? Oh, he said he'll answer anything for you today. I'll get him mic'd up and you can have a little dose of Joe. I'm building and packing a wholesale order and got to drop off soon. That's okay, sweetheart. Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry, I won't be. It's all good, Fallon. Business comes before playtime. Joe reminds me every day. I have to get my work done before I can come out and play with you girls. And I dearly love it. So let me ask you this in the chat. How often do you change your rotary blade? Let's do that. I know Teresa Louise has us on schedule to clean our machine every Sunday or the first of the month, whichever works for you. I do mine every Sunday because I sew a lot and it just makes good sense to me to wind bobbins. I use Sunday mornings and get my behind the scenes work done, clean my machines, get everything wound up and ready to go for the week. Load the long arm, so I've got it ready to go for Mondays. And we just get a lot of work done here. Fallon, could you drop your store link, please? She may have already left. Does one of my mods have her store link? I'm not sure if Joe has it. I asked him to put it in the description box of last night's video. Do I? Okay. He's going to try to pull it up for you. But I'm telling you what, it's a game changer. Every time it comes out perfect. I can make the most wonky blocks. I was telling the girls when I was sitting with them today that when I first began sewing, I did not know any better. And I don't care if you watch a million videos, I honestly did not know any better. That you had to square blocks down. So what I would do is, these look pretty. So I'll show you. This is what I would do. As you can see, they've got dog ears. I didn't know that's what they were called. I'd make my flying geese. If they were off a little bit, that's okay. I would just move my seam in. I made the most wonkiest quilts. And I always thought it was my ironing technique until I learned that you had to square the blocks. So trust me, I've came a long way. Learned a heck of a lot from some amazing quilters. Tiffany, Teresa, Louise, and Becca. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, they were my dye go-tos all the time as I learned how to do everything. And I'd be lost without them. And whether you're right-handed or left, these will work just the same. Someone texted me and asked me, are these good for both? I'm still here. This order finished. Let me see. She's got it. Shopify. Okay. Delia, can you save that link as well in your phone? All my moderators, if you could save her link that way over the next few weeks while we're working this project, we can push that link out. I would appreciate it. That way, if Joe's busy, I won't have to drive him crazy. I know you did, baby. He goes, I put it in for her. Yep. I change the blade whenever it gets a nick in it. Can't stand that it gets a little piece. Absolutely. Everybody has a different time that they change, and I'm just being nosy, really. I have some friends that change every time they change projects. I didn't notice, and Becca showed this the other day when we were talking, that you don't realize how dull your blade's getting because you're pushing down and you're still getting that accurate cut, but you don't realize until you change that blade, it's like cotton butter. It goes so smooth. I don't change my blade until the cutting isn't smooth anymore. Blades are quite expensive, but I tell you what, I'll push mine to the max sometimes, and then like if I'm cutting big bulks like yardage, I definitely grab one of my cutters that have a new blade in, but just squaring these up, I don't mind doing one that needs change but not ready yet. I can get a few more cuts out of it. Nice hands and voice. Original game, I have no idea. Let me set these up and we'll get some more going. Anyone have any questions today? Feel free to go ahead and ask. I'll share gladly, but not excited about giveaways. I never win anything. Oh my goodness. You can't win at everything. I never win either. I've won once, probably in 3 years, someone's giveaway, and I believe it was over at Mona did once. And she sent me a beautiful makeup case. And it was just a lot of fun. I order my blades from Amazon too much cheaper and can buy more of them in one go. Absolutely. I change mine when I have to cut twice. That's a good rule of thumb. I never thought of it that way. So what is the most scrappy quilt? Let's do that. Tell me about your scrappy quilts. How do you use them up? Do you use a pattern to come up with your scraps? Do you use like Fallon's going more in the angle of tutorials on a lot of things over on her channel. So if you want the step-by-step tutorials, she'll be doing a lot of different ones. I can't say what they are, but if you want the step-by-step tutorial videos, check her out. Okay. Hobby Lobby has a rotary blade, and blade are affordable and they last a long time. Hi, Karen. Welcome, welcome. The free quilter, you gotta enter the win. So I only win about once a year or so. You won big the other day and you didn't even have to enter. I remember that. As soon as Jersey and I saw you. Yep, you're winner. Chicken dinner, baby. And I like how it takes the thinking out. You don't have to line anything up. It's just get it centered on your block and make sure that it doesn't move. And you've got a square block. I'm making string blocks with scraps. I love doing that too. I love it with the salvages. And I've really got to get in high gear on that as well. Salvage quilts are near and dear to my heart. Love them, love them. Delia and I did them last year. I've got a lot of blocks, but she's already put hers into a quilt. So getting schooled by the teacher, I'm telling you, she schooled me. I like to do them on fabric sheets and cash register tape. That way, on the cash register tape, they turn into what they call coins. So depending upon how many's on it, it'll tell you what size. So that's fun. Friend over Conquering Mount Scrapmore showed her technique, and I really like it. And then you can really make a lot of charity quilts in a little bit of nothing, no time at all, when you need them. And I just want to see, does anybody follow what Karen Brown says about getting rid of your scraps, cleaning up the challenge that she does every year? Let me know in the comments. What a great idea to sweep the little pieces off the mat with a piece of cardboard. Only thing is, I won North Carolina, including a hotel and a Yankee games ticket. Woohoo! How great is that? If I won a hotel, I wouldn't be going to the ball game. I'd be catched up on a snooze-a-rooney. But I'm telling you what, Joe would go to the ball game. Chiquita, hello, sweetheart. Great catching you on my day off. You are my little world traveler. Every time I look around, you're traveling somewhere and you're helping all of your quilting friends stay in shape. I love that. She was one of my swap partners with my Lisa Marie. And I had such a blast with her. She made me the most amazing gifts, and I use them all the time. So, yeah, the girl's got mad quilting skills, and she thought outside of the box and knew exactly what I needed and blessed me totally. And I'll always remember that. Has anybody checked out Lisa Marie's Swap Shop? They're pretty fun. If you haven't, you need to get signed up for those as well. They keep you on your toes. Let me see. Mona did what? I was just talking about you, girl. Your ears must have been burning. We were talking about giveaways and raffles and things like that. And I just happened to mention I never win anything, but I've won over at your channel. Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter is now in the house, and thank you, honey, for joining today. I'm trying to read, and very true, Dahlia. Let me see. Long Arm Quilter. Me as well. Made string blocks, and now have more scraps, never ending. I don't think we will ever totally have our rooms clean of all the scraps, unless you literally trashed them, and we all love our fabric too much for that nonsense. We pay too much for it now. I don't think any of us would ever just throw it away. I know I couldn't. Bumped that just a little because I cheated and I took my hand off of it. Linda Denton, hello everyone. I'm making a strip block. That's cool. I love doing them. Swelling quilts. Hi, Donna. Thank you for the yardage. I won a few weeks ago. I love it. You are welcome. We love to just bless. Moni did what did I get in my Happy Meal? Thank you. Aw. Mona does a lot of bag making over on her channel. She does other things, but that's where I've learned about Mona was her bag making. And I just love what she does. So if you haven't checked her out, please slip over to her channel as well. Katie over at Lost Train of Thought. Greenland Quilter. She does a lot of videos on the area she lives in and things, and she's doing some interviews, and she did her first live this week. So if you're interested in learning a little bit about Greenland, you can live vicariously through Katie's eyes. What are your subscriber numbers today? Linda Denton asked Katie what her subscriber count was today. Katie's goal is to hit 1,000, I believe, by Christmas. So hopefully she gets there. And I believe she said Becca's giving her a legit kit. So that's pretty cool. That's incentive to go out there and really work and hustle. Legit kits are fun. I love legit kits totally. But it's not like you guys don't already know that. So these guys need to tune in Friday night because evidently Fallon's going to have me squirreling. She's going to be doing another quilt. I guarantee you before I ever get this one off the ground. I'll never be able to keep up with that girl. But it's good to have friends who challenge you. Let me see. I believe it's this Saturday. Becca and I are going live over on her channel. We'll be doing this zoology. So you'll need to come over and have fun with us there too. It's always a blast when I go visit with Miss Becca. We're going to be doing the pencil block. Okay. Is she under my chair? Under your chair leg. Joe's telling me not to move my chair because Buttercup is now under it. Let me see. I am cutting out a bag now. I think bags are beautiful. I can do the market bags and I can do hobo bags, but that's about all I've ever had a desire to do. But I could sit and watch someone else make them for hours. There's so much skill to it. When you've mastered it, it probably becomes second nature. And I love to watch Tiffany. She doesn't even need a pattern. She just jumps straight in there and does it. No, you'll love it because we will be able to help each other. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, Fallon. It's like having a bonus sister in another state. I love working with her and collabing with her. She's a blast. The 13th and 14th, everyone knows we're doing the Mickey quilt. That's going to be I'm sorry, Take Me to the Magic quilt. I got to quit saying Mickey quilt. I'm doing a mouse quilt. Let me say that. That way I'm safe. And it's called Take Me to the Magic. We've got a lot of subscribers signed up and ready to roll. I'll have my moderators on screen with me, as well as a few other content creators. We're going to be working this puppy, and a few of them are already cutting their fabric, lining up where they want their blocks to go. So it should prove to be interesting. Tucker is supposed to be up here for that one. So if he comes up, you'll see a change in location, because we'll move my sewing room stuff down to my dining room, and we'll go live from down there because there'll be a bit more space. So we'll have to see. And Joe said he can run the operation from down there. And if not, we'll pause and move it all back up. It'll be fine. We'll do a couple tests to make sure. I feel like I'm conquering Mount Scrapmore, but they're turning out really cute. Take Me to the Magic is being done. Thank you, Day. Tiffany makes cute bags. Yes, she does. I love how she pulls the patterns out of her head. She doesn't even need it. Brenda says if it's bigger than 1 inch, she has to keep it. I have several tubs up on my top of my bookshelf that have 2.5s, 5-inch, and 10-inch. Anything else? Oh, I'm sorry. And I make binding. I make a lot of binding. And if I'm doing a charity quilt or something that I can just throw scrap binding on, I can join a couple different kinds of binding and make it long enough for whatever. And it still looks beautiful. Oh, I got a good one for you. I'll plug your brains just a little bit today. What is the hardest quilt that you've ever mastered? And what was the name of it? And I know Day's going to say, I haven't done that yet. I'm still learning my 1/4 of an inch. She knows her 1/4 of an inch. So don't let her pull your chain. For all of those who have joined the membership, remember to send your email. Absolutely. Thank you, Day. Yes, if you've joined the membership, we need your email. Otherwise, you won't get the Zoom link for our first official Zoom. And that's going to be fun. I love that my mods keep everything going right there. Jane Duffy, Handmade by Ying. I saw Fallon using that roller. She was trimming the squares on a fixed cutting mat, spinning the square block in the roller. Have you tried that? I don't have a rotation mat. Yeah, I can do that on the mat that's under this. Let me finish this one and I'll do it. You can give it just a little bit of pressure and it'll spin. No problem. I just prefer the rotating mat, but we can do that. Let me move these out of the way and we'll give that a go. So let's do this. Now you'll be able to see them a little bit better, even on the darker surface. Just line it up. It's got the grippy on the back. See how it just slides? You just keep a little bit of pressure on it. And you slide it. It doesn't come undone. And you're spinning your block versus spinning the rotating mat. And then you can just push it aside and do another one. And you can streamline so much by just working smarter, not harder. And when they developed these, they did a fabulous job with them. So yeah, this works just as well as the rotating mat. And it'll just slide like butter on your mat. It doesn't come up. You just have to keep a little bit of pressure on it. So let me see. Let me look up here. Double wedding ring. I did that last year, and I'm telling you right now, I loved it. Did it for a wedding gift. It turned out fabulous. You know me too well. Absolutely. Sister by another mister. Hardest quilt to date was the Sugary Do. That turned out beautiful. Can you explain the membership? Yes. On the home screen of our YouTube channel, you'll find a join button up in the right under my picture. You'll click on that. There is a standalone little 30 to 45-second video. Then in the drop down bar, it'll show you level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 3 includes everything that's in level 1 and 2 and opens the door for you to come sit and sew and have Zoom parties with us. If you're a channel holder, it'll give you special shout outs as well. Level 1 is, I don't have my paper here. Each level has something different. It's a $1.99, a $3.99, and a $5.99. And depending upon what level, it helps support the channel and helps us with the giveaways. And it's our way of saying thank you guys, and it helps us support all of that we do. So if anybody wants to join, that's the gist of it. I can't post the link here, Dahlia. Otherwise, I would share the link. For the Sugary Do, Dahlia, I have that. I'll show you when we get offline, babe. It's a pretty one. It's a year-long one. Yeah, only my moderators can post links, Katie. I'm sorry. Memberships are fun. Absolutely. There's a lot of perks to it, more than what's shown even in the writing of it, because it's subject to change. We'll add a few more things as we're learning our way as well. The first Zoom session that we do, I'm going to have my membership peeps help me name it. It'll be fun. We'll name it like a little club. I think that would be fun. Hi to the group. I can chat briefly until running errands with my son. Well, hey, Missy, how are you? Miss Kelly is always a busy girl. And she has her own channel as well. So if you haven't stopped over and checked her out, please do. I call her my little traveler. She's always on the go. I saved 2.5s, 5s, to absolutely. Hello, everyone. What are the sizes of the templates? Are they sold in sets, and the cost? You'll have to go over to her website. This is what they are. There's a set of 3. They're called the trim locks. They have the grips on the bottom. They have the lines here that when you're lining up your fabric, you find your seam line and you lay it down. It has the little handles. I like to wear it like jewelry as I'm trimming my bigger blocks, and you'll see that probably Thursday I might have enough shown that I'll be able to just show you. You just lay it down, trim, spin your block, and do the same. I like it that you're able to use it with your fingers. It just makes perfect sense for me. I can't quote you the price because I don't want to quote you the wrong price. So I would humbly appreciate anybody going over and checking it out. Her Shopify, I believe the link was dropped. If Dahlia could re-drop it, or Joe. And you can look and see what the price is. The 3rd of October, and I'm still trying to type 09. It's okay. Wait till you sit down and write checks out, because I do bill paying for some, and you are still writing 22 and you're almost to 24. That's when you know it's been a week. And then you have to go back and initial them all. Thank you. She has a wide array of products, but this is one of my favorites. And you can use the rotating mat, or you can use your cutting mat. Everything comes out so nice. Like I said, I have quite a hefty sum of these to get done today. So I'll just sit with you all and get them all done up. Well, I won't get them all, but the majority of them, it'll be nice to have some done and out of the way. Then I can group them into the amounts I need for each block. One more step out of the way. Let me see. Katie, I sent an email, nothing urgent. I just wanted to do it before I forgot. Okay. So, like I said, all you need to do is make sure you're on your line and spin. And I must either have not pushed down enough, or I have that air pocket right here on my mat. So let me get this other little mats, because I don't want to spend all my time cutting in the same spot and ruining my good mat. Let's see if this will work, where I can still spin it. So if you're a channel holder, what do you have coming up this week on your channels? You can go ahead and drop it in the comments, and we'll read it out. Let everybody know what you're up to on your channels. I know for us, today is just this catch-up work. And I call it the behind-the-scenes stuff that every quilter has to do. You got to do your prep work. Then Thursday, we're working on Little Hooter. Friday, I'm with Fallon on the Scrap Explosion. Saturday, I'm with Becca over on her channel to do Sewology. We're doing the pencil block. And just busy work right now for all of us. And if you're coming in late, we are still asking, please keep Teresa Louise, Brandon, and her brother in your prayers. She's going through a really rough time over there. Her brother had emergency surgery yesterday. And she'll give all of the updates over on her channel. But right now, we're asking everybody to keep her and her husband and brother in your prayers. If you're coming in late, we talked about breast cancer awareness. Make sure you get the girls checked. Save the Hooters. Save the Hooters. You have an email, or you want it sent again? I'm so lost in what's going on. Nothing urgent. Brenda, you have an email, or want it sent again? I don't understand, Brenda. Let me know. Thanks, love spending time with you all. Sue, hello. Donna Stitchery. I have live streams this Saturday at noon showing how to make a baby quilt. Still have to pick up the pattern. I go live Eastern time on Saturdays. Thank you, Brenda Foley. If you have already sent it, all good. Just making sure. Absolutely. Okay, now I get it. I was lost for a second, Miss Brenda. Okay, gotta go see all around. Donna, I'm doing the Modhead collab with Martha and something different with Sean and planning our lives to share our stories before my heart light returns to his mistress. Oh, sounds like a novel there being read. For those that don't know, Katie married a sailor and he's at sea quite a bit. So she's at home quite a bit. The sea is his mistress and her heart light is her husband. So for those of you that don't know, that's what she's talking about. And that way I could make it more palatable. Prayers for Teresa and the family. Greetings to one and all. Las Vegas is 70. Susie, thank you for your love and support, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. We humbly appreciate it. See you, Janine. Janine's got to go back to work. Sorry at work. Typos, girl. I get it. I get it. I have not checked the emails today, but I will be after the live. I just need everybody that is a member of the group to send me your email addresses. That way we can compose a little list. So Joe will be able to copy paste, drop in the send when he does the links for our Zooms. It'll be fun to see what everybody's up to. We'll plan out what we're going to be doing, name the group, and just have fun with it. That's what it's all about. Life's too short not to. Ying hugs. Absolutely, baby. Sounds so intriguing. The way she writes it, it sounds like a novel, doesn't it? She's very artsy and crafty with it. It'll be fun. Awesome. And Joe the Tech Man, did you guys get your emails last night? I have not. When we got off the live last night, my granddaughter was here. And with her being in middle school, we don't get to see her very often. So after the live today, Joe will print all emails that came in and lay them here on my desk for me. And I'll go down through them this afternoon. And then he'll just compose the list of the ones that need done and handled right away. I'll handle. And other than that, he's just getting the emails into a file so he can do a copy, paste, and drop to keep it really simple for him. And as new members come in, he'll just add them as well. If they're the ones that's going to be joining the Zooms. It has to be the $5.99 level to come onto the Zooms. But we appreciate all of the support of all the levels. And I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out while I work and chat. Let me see. Awesome sauce. Thanks, love. You're welcome. If anybody's interested, Leah Ransom is going to be doing another collage quilt with us over here. And that is a private Zoom session. And that looks wonky as all beat out. I must not have that puppy square. No, it's square. Matches the block, but does that not look funky? It looks way off, but it's exactly the same. I think it's the two prints. Because when I hold it up, it looks like this side has a whole lot more. This is the other side of it. So let's see what that'll look like. So that one does the same thing. So it must be those two prints together. Brenda, I haven't seen Tucker lately. No, he is busy right now. He is up at his grandma's. He may be back in town as of last night. And he's working for Gamble now as well. So between Gamble and his business, he's quite busy. He had to go to Grandma's to help close down the swimming pool and winterize it. So that's now done. So you'll be seeing him a little bit, but I'm not sure how much. Whether he's going to be pushing out records or whether he's going to be pushing out lives. The goal would be to get him back on his lives, but you got to do at his age what pays the bills and makes the car payments. So he's also finishing up his GD classes. He's got a lot going on. He passed 2 the other night, 2 more to go, and he's done, and I believe they're this week. So then college classes await. So he's one smart kid. Katie, do you have an idea when the Zoom session will be? Weekends, weekdays. I work during the week, so trying to select a good level. Katie, what we're doing is, let me look. I don't want to give you the wrong date. Do what then? I think you said that's for Leo. Yeah, we're talking about our first. The membership is going to be Sunday, the 15th, 6 to 8. It may even go till 9. If we're having a good time hanging out, I might extend it just a bit. So we'll have to wait and see who all shows up. Maybe no one will show up. I hope I fill the room. I just love hanging out with y'all. So, Katie, thank you. If you're interested in the collage, yes. Thank you, Dave, for sharing that. I'm telling you what, my moderators work hard. If there was a way to put them on a payroll, I would. They're amazing. Perfect, thanks. Yeah, I want to do stuff like that on a weekend, preferably on a Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. I don't want to cut into Teresa Louise's lives. So I may have to back it up just a little bit or go earlier. We'll have to wait and see when we all come together what's going to work best for the majority of the group. But I think the first meeting's going to be the most important, where we'll get to really just sit and go round robin, learn a little bit about each other, find out what we're really into, whether it's collage quilting, whether it's regular quilting, whether it's EPP, whether it's FPP. The sky's the limit. Are you a long arm, or do you like to do charity work? There's just so many things that we can talk about, and I like to just hang out. And so my moderators, if they're available, they'll be joining us. If any content creator that's one of my mods, they are welcome to join us as well. You might get an opportunity to get to see them a little bit behind the scenes. I cannot commit them at all. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. So let me see what else was going to ask y'all. If I do some long arming videos, just free motion or panograph, would you like to see some of that? We're trying to change it up just a little bit, so you're not always seeing the same thing over here. And you don't always have to listen to me gabbing. You can watch me actually doing some long arm, and I got like 6 quilts up there that need to be done. And I've got one that's been loaded for a week, and I just haven't done it. I have to go do chores. Check back later. Thank you, Mona, for joining. Yeah, Mona has some kind of button games over on her channel. I don't know how all of that works. But yeah, that'll be fun. So we'll do some free motion maybe next week. Yeah, I'd like to see how it's done. Sounds good. I'll have Joe set us up maybe next Tuesday and we'll do free motion over on the long arm. Might as well get some work done, right? And if you have any questions along the way, just ask away. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing a minky back, so I'll probably get that one off the long arm so I don't jack that one up. I'd love to see someone make a stamp like cutting tool that lets you see your HSTs so you can line things up and then square them up just by pressing down on the tool. That's exactly what this does. Becca, if you haven't tried these, that's exactly what this does. Yep. This lines everything right up. And yeah, that's what this does. You line it right up and there you go. And I can also, I showed Becca how you can use your AccuCutter to line up and square down your HSTs as well in stacks. Sort of like the cross between a ruler and absolutely. I get it. No, your rotary cutter has to cut. I'm talking about a cutter. You're talking, I get it now, Beck. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Well, that is an invention for you and Mr. Jason. You guys are the brains of that bunch. Yeah, I don't know what that would be called other than another die for AccuCut. But I showed you how you can line them up in your AccuQuilt cutter, your dies, and line them up, and they're perfect every time. I just love playing with them. And to think, last week these were just sitting in an old tub, never to be used, never to be seen again. For a little while anyway. I have no clue how to even start any of that, but that tool is great. Absolutely. You've got the mind for it. Let's make it happen. I'll be one of your investors. We'll make the guys invent it. We'll go splitty. We'll get a patent on it and make this puppy roll. Just kind of like lay your two fabrics together and the machine could even sew it. Woo! All we gotta do is nothing. I love it. Becca. Yeah. I've got probably 100 more to go. That pile of trimmings, oh my God. Is that not cute? It's like little bits of confetti. When I'm telling you what, these blocks, she's got them down to a science because I've trimmed blocks before since I've learned about the trimming. And I'm telling you what, they were really wonky. But I would like to have just like a vase and put all of those little clip-ins in and just see all those little tiny scraps. I think that would be fun. So who's doing the zoology? Yeah, a bird's nest. And then take it outside in the spring when they're getting ready to nest and sprinkle it under our tree and watch if the birdies use it to make their nest. That would be cool. Or would the wind drag it away? The mind, I'm telling you, it's all over the place. All over. And I'm telling you, Fallon and her husband really scored when they developed this one, because I'm telling you what, I love it. So now Becca's going to have my mind going a million miles an hour while I'm trying to think, how in the world can we make a machine that'll do exactly what she's saying? That would be cool. Yeah. I've got little friends. Little friends. I've got this fly that's driving me crazy, I'm telling you. Keeps flying over here and I'm going, Joe, get it. So if you see a fly swatter, you know he's getting it. No, you're not. He goes, heck, I was going to go get the gun and try to shoot it. The way I'm acting over here over a fly. Silly man. You'd have thought I yelled bug. List them all. I do some work. I'm multitasking. I think we all do. No clue, but I'll bet Fallon and her husband could figure it out. That could be what we challenge them with. I like that. And Fallon's going to be like, shut up, girls. No more. No more projects. I am busy enough now. No. We'll have to go straight to the hubs. So what is the most HSTs that y'all have done in one setting? Trimming them up. Be honest, because I know how my hand's feeling. So let's see how many y'all have done in one sitting before you had to take a break from it. Anybody in the group doing Little Hooter or any legit kit, let me know which one you're working on. And who's doing Zoology with Becca and I. That is a blast, I'm telling you. Can't wait to see this pencil take shape this Friday night. It's going to be fun. This Saturday, I'm sorry. Saturday. Going to be fun. Isn't that flowers and that purple so pretty? Becca, do you remember that fabric? I bet you could tell me exactly what quilt that went in. One of your designs. Katie says, I have the attention span of a flea. I squirrel constantly right now, and I'm telling you what. As soon as I see something, I'm like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I think I can do that. Yeah, let's do this, girls. Yeah. We're squirreled into like 10 different directions right now. We're going to rein it in and do only what we can after we get caught up. But holy goodness. Is that the fabric from the... Yes. Remember you took me shopping and that's what we picked? I found a few scraps of it in my scrap bin that was going to the scrap pile of death. And yes, it was. I knew you would recognize that. It was my first dealings with this fascination you all had with boutiques. 244 HSTs, Bonnie Hunter mystery, 20 to 40 at a time. I can imagine. Absolute. Memoirs, Katie, my memory has been taking a hit, so I get it. Absolutely. Joe and I was sitting here today, and I was like, are we doing the live today? And he goes, yeah, why not? And I said, well, it's 11:30. And he goes, oh no. So he hustles and gets us set up. And then I'm hustling to get these ironed out so I could see if I could get these trimmed up during the time that we had together today. I did a quilt with 2,155 pieces for a customer. I sat in my studio for hours trimming hundreds of HSTs. The block was Lady of the Lake. Each block had 52 pieces. Holy goodness. Candace, I'm doing Sewology, completed the first block but changed it up, made 3 of the orange spools. I get you. That one had Becca and I in a tailspin for a hot minute. So I would, if I ever made that again, I would change that. So I get it. But as you work a pattern, remember, it's only a guideline. You don't have to do it the way that it's intended, but you need your blocks to line up the same, if that makes sense. Well, I can't believe that many pieces. I'd be like, oh, holy God. I would be doing 52 a day until I got them all done. Yeah. I don't mind trimming, though. And this little handy ruler makes it a breeze. So I'm going to about need a ruler change, a blade change. Did you hear me? You need to wake up. He's taking his afternoon nap while I'm working. He is, you're doing such a good job, honey. I'm just going to sit here and rest my eyes a minute. Oh, okay. You want to take that out?
What's that? Hello. Hello.
Probably. Has anyone else ever done this sewology? I've seen a lot of different colors used instead of just the kits. I'm doing mine as close to the kit, but Becca's, I believe, came as the mail-in monthly. So let me see. This will be fun. Trying to think of something cool to ask you. Got the perfect one. Becca's in the chat. So that's why I'm picking Becca. And then I'm going to pick memoirs. And then I'll pick one more. 3 would be a good number. What is the best video that you have seen from either, well, pick one from Becca and one from memoirs and post the name of the video. That would be fun. These ladies work so hard. Whether it be a short, whether it be a long one, whatever. Let us know. Memoirs did a really cool one last night and posted it. And it was about the Take Me to the Magic. I sat there and watched it like 10 times. I just love the way that she did it. It'll be fun and quick sew for everyone. I think so too. Mhm. So the thinking and thinking and thinking. Yeah, take me to the magic. Who's doing that with us? That would be fun. And if you'd like to join us on the Zoom, let me know. You can send us an email and say, take me to the magic. And we will put you on the Zoom with us. It's going to be quite a long one. But it's going to be beginning to end every step of the way. Come and stay as long as you'd like. Leave when you need to. All I ask in return is that you show pictures of your quilt when it's done. Doesn't even need to be quilted. It's just going to be fun. I love the chickens in yesterday's video. She blew me away with that one. The thumbnail made me laugh too. I like Becca's short that she did the other day. And that's what made me think of this. Is when she said, challenge accepted. And you know who I'm talking to. And she opened up her live with a song that had been in her head for days. And I just chuckled and I was like, yeah, you go, girl. I love that. The chicken video was crazy funny. I loved it. I can't ever have chicken, so I'll live vicariously. It's just funny, this stuff. I'm telling you, the shorts, if you don't have time for a whole video, the shorts, these creators, we all put a lot into them. It's not just like throw something up and see if it sticks. A lot of thought goes into it. Stephanie, my most memorable is the short Ian Steele. I loved that. In case you didn't know, Donna challenged me. Yeah, I did. I said, you ain't got guts to open up your live. Girl, knock it off. You ain't going to do that. Well, guess what? Challenge accepted, and she did. And when she sent me that little video clip, as soon as she was done, I was on the floor laughing. I was like, holy goodness, you did it. Every time I talked to her last week, I've been singing that. So she challenged me to start the live with that song. So fine. Challenge accepted. And yes, she did. And I'm telling you what, it made a hard week a lot better when I saw her do that. I was like, you know what? That was fun. That was fun. And when we do what we do as creators, influencers, whatever you want to call us, it takes a lot to put yourself out there, but it's fun when you can work well with others. And just out of all of it, we're not just creators, we're friends. And the friendships that we've made along the way have been fabulous. And I've got quite a hefty pile, but I can assure you I will not get all of these done today on here with y'all. But I'm glad that I have you all to hang out with me while I try. It'll be fun to see, but I feel like I'm at the halfway mark. Four cuts by 108. Four. Somebody do me some math and see how many seconds. Back and do math. Math is hard. 108. Four sides. In 2 hours, how many would I have to do in every minute to meet my goal? Because I can't do math and cut and talk. So, one of you guys do the math. That'd be funny to see. Like 4.2? Day's a math whiz. She can work them in her head. I used to be able to. Silly COVID steals a lot of your mind. Did you say 108? Yes, Day. There's 108. So take that times 4 divided by 120 would tell me how many HSTs I have to do per minute in a 2-hour time frame. You'll need to trim 1.8. Well, I'm doing that, I think. So we might stand a chance of getting this if I pick up my pace just a bit. Let me see. Do what? No, it'll tell me how many I need to do. We got to time it and see how long it takes me to do each one. And then we'll see if I can get her done. It's like funfetti over here. Oh, I will. Jay's going, there has to be something we can use as scraps for. Yeah, we're going to use them for a bird's nest. Put them outside for the little itty bitty birds. Yeah, for this year, but they'll maybe next year need a few more. Right, we don't want to give them a good nest now. They'll stay and freeze. I get through 108 an hour. I'm not sure I understood the question. You can do 108 of them in an hour back. Awesome. I was pressing and now I'm cutting them. So I should ought to be able to finish this stack up. I've got 30 minutes per se. So we shall see. And trying to read the chats. So let me see. Joe, you're going to have to pick up the slack. Carla got me. I don't think I understood the whole question. I get 108 done in 2 hours. You can trim an entire HST in 54 seconds. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, baby. Thank you. Yeah, I should ought to be. Husband going for coffee break. Under 1 minute and get them all done in 2 hours. Absolute. We can do this. Team HST. We're going to knock this out. I don't think it takes me 54 seconds to do one, but if I hurry, I might be able to get these in. So let's see. Can Donna do it? I don't know. I'm always up for a good challenge. Joe goes, honey, you're not going to get them done. You got too many of them over here to do. We shall see. This is what I have left, guys. Let me pull this over here so I've got them in my sights. So let's see. You can do it. I got to give my fingers a rest. Oh, let's see. You'll do the math, ladies. I'm over here eating lunch. Kathy, hello, hello. Didn't get to bed till right after your live last night. Now having lunch with you today. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Somebody time me and we'll see how long it takes me per one. And then we'll see if I can get that stack done in a timely fashion and get them done right. I don't want to jack them up. I've came too far on this. Okay. You're averaging about 20 seconds a trim. Move for each HST, so I think you'll hit the goal. Yay, already timed it. God love you. 9 seconds. Okay. It gives me an idea. Can I get it done? There is hope. We may be able to get these all trimmed in. Woohoo! We'll see. Thank you, ladies. Pattern will be sending me a new one of these. I'll have this puppy wore out, I'm telling you. Let me stay hyper-focused just a couple seconds. Buttercup, you gotta go down. You gotta down with Daddy. Oh, Lord, what a mess I'm making over here. All of these little clippings. But to know that these were in a box, and I'll be able to show you that box and the last little bit of clippings. When all of this madness is all trimmed up, it's going to be hysterical. You'll be able to see what I'm seeing here. I think it'll be cool. Because it'll be turned into a quilt from a box of fabric. The before, the during, and the after. And I say, Fallon, challenge accepted, my friends. We got this. I'm feeling more like we can do this. I should have waxed this. Boy, that puppy would have been sliding then. You got this, Donna. Sorry, I've been busy working, but still lurking and listening. You're going to be able to make a pillow for doggy beds. Absolutely. We'll be doing something with it. Absolutely. The worst part right now is fingers are getting tired from non-stop, but that's okay. That's okay. Whoops, I think I got 2 here. Yep. Susie Gabber is calling in, and I cannot take the call. Moderators, can you please let her know I can't take the call? Susie, I'm sorry, baby. You might have dialed me. Give me 2 seconds. No idea. So, Susie girl, I'll have to call you after. I thought you might have been trying to send me a message. So I just checked and I'm not seeing nothing. So I hope everything's okay on your end, baby girl. Not cutting right there. I should have made him change the blade when I told him. Change the blade. My hands would definitely be. I'm telling you what, I've got a blister starting right there on my finger. Nope, I'm nope. He's going, you gotta quit. Yep. I was like, nope, we're not. It's just where it's gripping on the gripper. He goes, if you get a sore hand, babe.
You can't do nothing, man.
Yeah, I can. Band-aids. Band-aids, I tell you, band-aids. So let's flip this puppy. And I am going to try my best to get this little bitty itty. Now that I moved it over here and I spread it out, it looks like, Joe, I needed that rotary blade changed because now it's not even cutting.
Well,
and I'm working harder. No, I can't. I'm going to finish. Sorry, guys. We're just going to go an extra minute longer.
Here, give me a red.
No, I can do it.
I'll get it. It'll come for you.
Pull it out. Here. I don't want to break a nail. Do not make me break a nail.
Just talk to him.
Okay, he says I can take a break. Woo-hoo. So, it's like any race. You get delayed, like changing a tire, you know? So we'll see if this blade change might help with my accuracy. And he's over there yelling, hold dong. Hold dong. My hands would definitely be cramping. Yeah, my middle finger has a blister going up the side of it from trying to keep pushing. Susie, as long as you're okay, girl, I'm good. I will catch you when the live is done. But I've challenged myself to get these last little bits done. This is what I need to finish. This right here. And I believe in me. I can do this. With you cheering me on back there. So, we will see if this is possible. Joe, she's stubborn. Yes, he knows. But if he doesn't give me this rotary cutter, it's going to be like rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So you did a wonderful job on Donna's hat. Isn't it cute? I love it. If anybody wants orders, we'll be taking orders for this hat. But I hate to tell you, you're not going to get it until June. She's going to stay in Charleston till then. But we are taking pre-orders. And it's just, I love it. How many HSTs Donna did already? This many. I don't know. Now he's broke. I've got to get a different rotary cutter while he's over there playing with that one. We'll just move this mission along. We'll go to something different. He's got it all jacked up over there. Not his fault by any means. Yes.
Yeah.
You can change this one too because it's not cutting. Thank you, baby. He's got one final blade for this mission. So now it's cutting like it should. So there is hope. Where he gave me the 5-minute delay and the break for my hand, we may get this done. I don't have a clue, babe. I need to focus. You put a new blade in, and I'm cutting close to my fingers, babe. Thanks, Susie. I was trying to get all done. Wait a minute. She's trying to get them all done by 2. Yes, that's the goal. That's the goal, by 2. Let's see if I can do it. See, if I had my girls on here, I'd have been saying, okay, everybody, cut yours. Let's do this together. And some of these fabrics they feel a little bit like muslin. So they're a little bit sheer per se. So there is hope. And when we get to the final countdown, if I'm not done, you'll see all of my makeup running off my face as the tears flow down. And that's going to be a hideous sight. Definitely hideous sight, I say. So, you guys, if I get down to the 5-minute warning, somebody ping my cell phone so I'll know, because I'm not going to look up for the next couple minutes. I'm still talking, babe. He goes, no dead air. Keep talking. Keep talking. This man, I tell you. That is fabulous. I want one that says Jersey. Yep. Hopefully when she gets home, she'll have time to make us all these fabulous things. Hey.
This is empty. It's a 2 dead blades.
All right. If it's dead blades, you have to wait. I wouldn't stack a bunch of stuff over here. You're going to get my mind scattered.
These are no good.
All right.
Stay here. No. Good.
Then I'll be thinking that's something else I got to cut or do. So we need to make me some for every day of the week. That'll be fun.
There we go.
Has anybody saw Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan in a hot minute? I haven't saw her around. She doing all right? If you've seen her, let me know. No, I have hope that this is possible. Joe, I'm not kidding. This daggone fly over here is driving me batty. So if I lose a finger, God rest that fly, I'm telling you. Flying right around my face. I thought he went for the fly swatter and this silly guy got himself a cup of coffee. He said, no, I was going for the gun. We'll get that fly. It's kind of like when a woman sees a mouse and she burns the house down. Yeah, he knows I don't like any form of anything like that. They're like, yes, we do. Yeah. Now I have to remember where the file is among all of the embroidery files. What you have from now till June. What is the E? I see presser foot button rotary cutter. I'll take a picture of the front of it. Can you see? I don't know what you can see up there. My hair is a hot mess express. I'm telling you, the girl's losing hair and losing eyebrows. So I'm going to be looking up someone to tattoo them puppies on. I'm telling you. I can wear a hat, but I can't go without my brows. One hot mess express over here. I'm sorry, ladies. My brain was mush. You're good. We've got like 15 more. Can I get it done? Let's see. I know one other thing I would like to do. And I'll be talking about that on a little video clip maybe next week. But I think it would be fun. And I've come up with a good idea for something special to do with our subscribers. And I think it would be something they would be in for having a good time. So, when I spill the tea on that one, the wheels are always churning. What can we do to have a good time and hang out with you all? So, we'll see. Right. You have time, watch your fingers. Absolutely. We'll all have somewhere to go today. Now that I've got a new blade in. I'd have been done if I had changed it when I fussed at him. Change my blade, Mr. Joe. Change my blade. I knew when I was pushing down more it needed change. But then I thought, it's part of the process, right? I do appreciate y'all hanging with me today, chatting with me while we're doing this. I'm sure it was quite boring on your side, but fun for me to be able to just sit and chat with yous. So Day and Sassy, you girls got your homework done and ready to come play doing the amazing Hooter on Thursday with me. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, this girl jacked up. I did this week's homework last week so that I just messed up. So then I showed it and I was like, oh. So I look at this week's homework and I couldn't find it in my folder. And I talked to the girls this morning. I was like, what week are we on? They're like, yeah, you've already done that block. So I threw us all off schedule. So this week I'll be doing C1 possibly and C2. All of my parts are completed, but I'll be working, joining them and making it into the block. And then the following week I'll do C3, C4. That way I'm just working it straight across. But we are so close to the home stretch. We're at the halfway mark now of this beautiful little Hooter. And I can't wait to see it completed. So close, baby. So close. What time is it? Okay, so I've got time.
Like 9 minutes for it.
Okay. That all of that fabric, look at, I know Becca said the same thing. I'll be sewing one of the blocks for sure. Absolutely. I can make the cutter work. Just push harder. That's what I was doing. And my finger was really getting sore. I kept pushing down a little harder. And I was like, man, this is only one layer of fabric. I'm used to cutting like 4 and 5. I can grab my scissors and square these blocks up quicker. And he's like, no, we got this. But now it just, I'm not pushing as hard. It's kind of like, I don't know, cutting a steak with a butter knife. You're going to seesaw a bit. Then you're going to tell me how tough that steak was. That is not square. I can tell you that right now. It must have shifted. No. Hold on. Let me hear what I'm doing wrong. What?
Got strings underneath it.
There. Step better, honey.
Yeah.
He wanted me to move the strings. Because I'm cutting and that's throwing my block off. That's not it. My block shifted and I miscut. Had nothing to do with the little strings, my love. You know what? This is something he could do. I can create the blocks and he can do my trimming. How cool would it be to see his hands over here trimming? I could pull him into the business. He's going, no, don't hold your breath. That's not happening, Donna Lee. That is not going to happen. And I'm surprised he didn't say because I won't do it right. One more after this. And I can say that we have done, and you guys have helped me do this, all of these blocks for today. That was creating the HST, ironing the HST, pressing all of the seams open, and squaring down 108. And thank you all for helping me do this because you've kept me entertained and occupied while I worked it. And for that, I am very appreciative. I'll slide this back under here. Let me show you my little funfetti. This is satisfying just to see this. And when you see where all of the box of scraps, and then this is going to be what's left, and you're going to see a quilt in the end. I'll have a bigger pile because I've still got some more HSTs to make in different sizes. But how cool is that? I think that's pretty stinking amazing. So I'll get Joe to bring me back up. There you go. I didn't know. Look at all that fabric confetti. Don't say anything, Susie. You will get a package for kitty beds. I see bed stuffing for Buttercup. Absolutely. You never know, Susie. Fabric confetti is perfect. Absolutely. Exit stage left. 5 minutes to spare. Woohoo, yay. And that was with a rotary blade change. Now that's an idea. I'll put Joe to work. Tiffany taught Scott too to press. I tell you what, I could pick up my pace if he would just do my trimming. We might have to have a supper conversation tonight. He's going, no, we're not. No, we're not. He is all about the electronics. He'll run the behind the scenes stuff. So I just think this is going to be cool. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining today. It's been a blast. It's always fun to come sit and hang out a little bit. I'll see you next time on Thursday at 12 o'clock when we're working on the owl. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have Day and Sassy from Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter, and maybe Susie Gabbard, if she has time, she can come in and do mod for me. So we'll see what the week brings. Take care. God bless each and every one of you. And don't forget, get the girls checked. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We love you. Take care. Bye-bye.